Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're talking about a new breed of artificial intelligence. And I mean, forget the chatbots you just talked to. We're diving into an AI that doesn't just understand what you want. It actually goes out and gets things done. This is an AI that can act. This quote from one of the creators of a new tool called Manus AI, well, it just gets right to the heart of this really strange problem in tech right now. We have these absolutely brilliant digital minds, but we've been holding them back. So what happens when we finally give them more than just a pen and a piece of paper?
All right, so let's dig into this core problem first. You could call it the brain in a jar dilemma. And it's this fundamental limit that's been holding back pretty much every AI you've ever interacted with.
So on one hand, you've got these incredible AI models, right? They can reason, they can write poetry, they can understand super complex ideas. But on the other hand, and this is a big but, they're trapped. They can't just go browse the web or organize files or actually execute the multi-step plans they come up with. They have the mind, but they're missing the hands.
The co-founder, a guy named Tao, he actually compared this to his own childhood. Imagine this. You're a young coder, you love it, but you don't have a computer. You can write out perfect code on paper all day long, but you can never actually run it or debug it or see it come to life. And he argues that's exactly what we've been doing to AI, giving this super intelligent mind a piece of paper and expecting it to somehow change the world.
So how do you solve a problem like that? How do you finally give this brilliant mind a capable set of hands? Well, the answer seems to be an entirely new approach, and it's called Manus. And the name itself, I mean, it tells you the whole story. Manus is just Latin for hand. It's actually taken from that famous MIT motto, mens et manus, which means mind and hand. So you see, their goal wasn't to build a smarter mind, it was to build the hands for the brilliant minds that already exist.
But what does this actually look like in practice? Let's check out two really fascinating real-world examples of what happens when you finally give an AI some hands to work with. Okay, first up, a seriously complex corporate task. The team needed to open a new office in Tokyo for 40 people and find housing nearby for them. They gave this one single prompt to Manus. And for the next 24 minutes, it just went to work, browsing real estate sites, researching different neighborhoods, cross-referencing all the options. And the final result? Get this. It wasn't a list. It was a full, custom-built website with an interactive map showing 10 different office and housing combos, complete with a detailed comparison table. All done in the time it takes to watch a sitcom. Just, wow. So, okay, it can handle heavy-duty logistics. But what about a task that's more creative, more visual? Like, how would it go about furnishing a totally empty room? Well, the user just uploaded a photo of an empty room. That's it. From there, Manus analyzed the style, it went to the IKEA website, and literally started browsing for furniture that would fit the vibe. It saved the images, created this amazing photorealistic render of the fully furnished room, and here's the kicker, it also produced a document with direct links to buy every single item it chose. Now, what's really interesting is where the inspiration for all this actually came from. It wasn't born in some futuristic AI lab. Nope. It came from just watching people use a completely different, unrelated tool. The founders are all lifelong coders, right? But their big breakthrough moment came from observing their friends, people who don't code, use this AI-powered code editor called Cursor to do everyday things, like converting files or visualizing some data. And they noticed something fascinating. These non-coder users, they completely ignored the complex code the AI was generating on the left side of the screen. I mean, they didn't even look at it. All they cared about was the final result over on the right. And if it wasn't right, they wouldn't try to fix the code. They just asked the AI to generate a whole new result from scratch. This led to the core insight. What if you built a tool that was only the result panel? Just get rid of all the messy steps in the middle that the user ignores anyway. By running the whole process in the cloud, it's safer, and you don't have to sit there and watch it work. You just delegate the task and wait for the notification that it's done. This all sounds pretty amazing, but how does it actually work? I mean, how does Manus give the AI these powerful digital hands? Well, the answer lies in a specific toolkit that it provides.
It really boils down to a toolkit with three key parts. First, for every single task, the AI gets its own dedicated cloud computer. And I mean a full virtual machine with a real browser, its own file system, the whole shebang. Second, it gets a sort of library card to access expensive private databases and APIs that a normal user wouldn't have. And third, it has this personal teacher system, so it can actually learn your unique preferences and how you like things done over time.
The technology is impressive, for sure. But the real magic here isn't just in the tools. It's all built on a very simple yet incredibly powerful core philosophy. It's this four-word mantra that drives the entire system: less structure, more intelligence. And that's really a statement of faith in the AI model itself. So what does that actually mean? Well, it means that even though their website might show, say, 42 different things Manus can do, they haven't actually hard-coded 42 different solutions. Instead, they've built a simple, really robust, but very open framework. They just trust the AI's raw intelligence to figure out how to solve the problem, which allows for brand new capabilities to just emerge all on their own. Now, this trust the AI philosophy requires a seriously capable model, which is exactly why they chose Anthropic's Claude. They found it was the best at three specific things. First, something they call long horizon planning, which basically means it could tackle huge 50-step tasks without getting lost. Second, it was just plain better at actually using the 27 digital tools they provided. And finally, it had this unique agentic alignment, meaning it's just naturally better at acting like an agent using a computer. And nothing shows their commitment to this AI model more than this number. To power all of that emergent intelligence, they spent a staggering $1 million on Claude AI usage in just the first 2 weeks after launching. $1 million. That's how much faith they have in this approach. So, where does all this lead? What does this shift really mean for how we're all going to work, create, and solve problems with computers in the very, very near future? Ultimately, what we're seeing here is a fundamental evolution. For the last few years, the entire focus has been on conversational AI, an AI you talk to. This marks the real dawn of agentic AI, an AI that does things for you. It's the leap from a brilliant conversationalist to a capable, autonomous partner. And that leaves us with one final big question to think about. As this technology that connects mind and hand continues to get better and better, the question becomes a lot more personal. If you had an AI that could truly do almost anything you could possibly describe, what would be the very first thing you'd ask?